Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Hopefully this fucking works. Okay, we do have a connection, which is good. No telling how this is gonna go, but save. Of Underground NYC. Their trek seemed to go on for eternity, and the deeper they seemed to go, the harder it seemed to breathe. Nothing critical or even alarming to an immortal, but it still proved challenging in their descent into what seemed like an But it still proved challenging in their descent into But it still proved challenging in their descent into what seemed like an ancient alien world that lay on the very edge of hell itself. Okay. Or even alarming to... Oh, it seems to be running a lot more better. Okay, we'll just save. Really? Hang on.
Oh, see, I almost farted and shit like that. Okay.
That was fun.
I picked it up. I already gave it to Rob.
Alright. Let's try this again.
Oh, that Barry's cleaned your bowl out once already.
I'm so sorry.
Don't feed him hers.
Welcome to my household. Anyways. Hello, not 1222. Eddie, Eddie, who is that? God, I recognize your name, but I can't remember who you are. Hello, oh my god, these fucking names. Jared Spaghetti Jonassen? I don't know. Hello, Super Spike, I know that name very well. Miss Sofo, my god. Sofo1 SJB, I have no idea. And I had to fix something really quickly. We started a stream, but it was lagging like crazy. So I basically opened my task manager and yep. I thought something was lagging it, but no, it was just Google Chrome doing its job. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Honestly, I have no idea what happened. I restarted the PC. It seems to be running fine now. Maybe Audacity just said, I don't want to work right now. And I don't know. It seems to be running a lot more better though. or even alarming to an immortal, but it still proved challenging. And just for those who don't know, I will be muting the audio at a certain time because not safe for stuff for YouTube. So let's just, or even alarming to an immortal, but it still proved challenging in their descent into what seemed like an ancient alien world that lay on the very edge of hell itself. Challenging in their descent into what seemed like an ancient alien world that lay on the very edge of hell itself. Seemed fine to me. Oh, fucking hell. So, yeah. So basically, I was so close to just fucking yeeting Chrome out the window and calling it a day. Thank you, Mark, for actually, correcting that Chrome is actually doing its job. It's because it runs 8 copies of itself. I don't know why, but it does. Apparently, it's for other functions in the computer, like the GPU, the CPU, what did he say? 1 process per tab, 1 per extension, 1 for GPU processes. So basically, I thought something was lagging in the computer, but nope, everything seems to be running fine now. So, I don't know, guys. My computer was just saying, I don't want to work today. So, let's just lie on the very edge of hell itself. Drusilla's provided flame even seemed to falter in the suffocating pitch-black darkness. Did I redo that? Drusilla's provided flame even seemed to falter in the suffocating pitch-black darkness. But she proceeded... Jesus Christ. Suffocating pitch-black darkness. Try saying that 10 times fast. You are very close for reading my name for the first time. Hey. I guess my, like my pronunciation for like foreign countries is getting better. I don't know if you're foreign, but your middle name seems very foreignish. I don't know where from, but considering not 122 is from Germany, I think. Yeah, so it should be interesting. But there's a lot of new names here. I think I've seen Jared before. Miss Sufo 1, I don't recognize you. Caloric, I recognize you. Very much recognize you. So, my guess is it's Hungary or Sweden. Swedish. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know those countries very well. Hell itself. Drusilla's provided flame even seemed to falter in the suffocating pitch-black darkness, but she proceeded forward regardless. Being a spawn of Satan and creature of lust, manipulation, and darkness, this place was like home to her, and it was clear through her absence of fear and worry. Damon was actually relieved to have her with him. On his own, he would have probably been doomed and would have gotten lost. He would have probably been doomed and would have gotten lost down there. He would have probably been doomed and would have gotten lost. He would have probably been doomed and would have gotten lost down there. That was a really tough line. He would have probably been doomed and would have gotten lost down there. After 10 minutes passed, another 10 minutes passed. Then there was a stop. Stop. Ow. Okay, I have a that word. I have a hyphenated last name, and Szigeti is Hungarian, and fucking criminy. Jonasson, is that correct? Jonasson is Icelandic. Interesting. Man, a lot of foreign people. It's not a bad thing. I'm surprised because, well, YouTube only says that the majority of my analytics come from places like the UK. Not Europe, not anywhere else like that. Like, if it comes from another place outside of that, like Europe, then it will basically say that it's from somewhere like, I don't know, Germany. But anyways, lost. I see patterns. Bruh, you know really well how language works. Not really. Well, there's a trick with Chinese and Japanese. It's not because I've been watching anime lately. It's not because I watch like, you know, like VTuber stuff with like, you know, the whatchamacallums, the subtitles. Even though I think I learned how to say, is it hello? Konnichiwa. What is it? Hello, anybody home? I think it's that. I think it's hello. And how I learned that is through a famous VTuber. Her name is Picora. The fucking mischievous rabbit. I learned that through her Emily Wants to Play video, where basically someone clipped her playing Emily Wants to Play, and she was a freaking frightened mess. But basically she says konnichiwa a lot, so I learned that's probably hello, or yeah, like saying hello, anybody home, or something like that, because she says it when she's like in a room alone, so I'm guessing konnichiwa means hello. I mean, that's really the only one I can really think of, but like Chinese and Japanese, I think there's a difference in the language. Like, I think there's a very distinct difference. Like, certain pronunciations are different, or certain phrases in the language are kind of different. I don't know. But I never took a language class in my life, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just good at pronunciation. I don't know. I'm not a genius by any means. Her with him. On his own, he would have probably been doomed and would have gotten lost down there. Another 10 minutes passed. Then there was a stop, startling Damon in his abrupt halt and nearly collapsing into Drusilla. Okay. He managed to catch himself before losing his balance, catching the scent of Drusilla's shampoo emanating from her luxurious and long locks of black hair, extending to just past her hips and gracing her ass. Hold on. Of black hair, extending to just past her hips and gracing her ass. There's nothing I can do about that. Damon would be lying if the sat. It's not one of those fics, guys. It's not one of those fics. It's just, it sounds like it. But it is 18. It's not. It's R-rated, I would say. Either that or PG-13 at the most. Gracing her ass. Damon would be lying if the sight didn't arouse him even the slightest, but he didn't allow himself to become entranced at the sight of her, knowing how witty succubi could be. While Drusilla had never pulled anything against him, that may be a plosive. Let me double check on that. While Drusilla had never pulled anything against him, he couldn't just assume she wouldn't get any urges to. She was still a succubus, so he needed to treat every minute with her with caution and full awareness that she was one. Okay. Oh yeah, I am doing so much better here. More fluent, a lot more better at pronunciation, and just, yeah, I'm reading faster. She was still a succubus. Or not reading faster, but I'm reading better. She was still a succubus. Less freaking mistakes, the better. Makes my job a lot more easier. Okay, shut that up. Get any urges to. She was still a succubus, so he needed to treat every minute with her with caution and full awareness that she was one. Drusilla line? Okay, that's fine. Drusilla explained. Okay, let's get that click out of there. Okay. But I appreciate everybody coming. That's what. Never mind. Damon, I appreciate, you know, if YouTube's lying to me, I really am nice, or I really am excited that, you know, my content is reaching other countries. It's really cool, and I like that. That's what I want to see. I want to see my work actually extend just past, you know, the US and the United Kingdom. See, that tends to be the most common, I guess, countries, at least for my content anyway. But things like translations and all that, I'm sorry if you can't read English, but it's only at English right now. Until I can get some people who can properly actually translate it, Can't really do anything about that. And I don't trust Google Translate. I don't trust Google Translate for crap. Especially after it screwed me over in Loomis Rarity, and it told me pronounce masochism and masochist as masochism or masochist. Will be hot in some parts. That's the parts I'm gonna have to censor, or not censor, but mute. Drusilla explained. Damon eyed the floor where an opening barely big enough for a body to fit through awaited. What was that? Floor where an opening barely big enough for a body to fit through awaited their entrance. He was glad. Floor where an opening barely big enough for a body to fit through awaited their entrance. He was glad that he wasn't claustrophobic at that moment, wondering how the hell the guardians of this place even fit through. Can I get that out? Fit through. Fit through. I think I can. Where's the click? Yep, I can get that. I can get that. Fit through. It seemed abnormal, like it was a secret passage that hadn't closed entirely. You call that a path? Damon stated. Perhaps it's a path that normally opens fully, but wasn't closed completely when one of the pansies who guard this place left. But wasn't closed completely. Was that a click? But wasn't closed completely when one of the Yeah, it is an audio clip. Normally opens fully, but wasn't closed completely when one of the pansies who guards this place left last time. Drusilla line? It's fine. Drusilla agreed. Can I get that out? I think I can. Oh yeah, definitely. Just get that out of there. I think I can get that out too. Drusilla line? Drusilla agreed. That's fine. Her sudden jovial response made Damon jump and express a look of complete confusion. Okay, go away. Let's see. I think I need to. Agreed. Her sudden jovial response made Damon jump and express a look of complete confusion. Okay, that's fine. Thanks, I guess. Damon baffled. Drusilla just smiled like a giddy child on a Christmas morning, working toward the supposed secret path. God, itch. Lotus line? That's fine. She asked. Fine. Lift it up, I suppose. No. Lift it up, I suppose. First take was fine. Lift it up, I suppose. Wait. Is this immediate? She asked. It is. So we need to bring that back just a little bit. She asked. Lift it up, I suppose. Damon offered, meeting Drusilla at the wall. With our strength, it should be a piece of cake. That's fine. Lotus line? Fine. She pouted. Fine. Damon sighed. Damon sighed. You're already dirty. Oh yeah, this part. This part was very anime-esque. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got into that rhythm. Maybe it was because I was watching the first season of Sweet Apple Acres, Sword Art Online. Oh, speaking of that anime, I actually finished watching season 2 last night. Almost shed fucking tears at that one arc. I found the second part to it though kind of weird because it had like 2 different arcs. Like there was the part with Death Gun, and then there was the one that involved them going on the quest to save those elephant jellyfish things. I forgot what they were called. To get the Excalibur or Caliber, whatever you call those things, or whatever you call it, sword. And then it had that. Then it had the fucking arc focusing around Asuna, and oh my god, the girl with AIDS, the Yuki girl. At first, I thought that was just her sister because of the last name being the first name being the same as her. Jesus, being the first as as soon as last name. Jesus Christ, you want to talk a goddamn tearjerker? Goddamn. Oh man, I nearly lost it. Good. It's a great anime though. I'm really impressed with it. I did like season 2 way better. Like the first part of season 2 of like the Gun Gale Online, I think is what it was called. The Gun Gale Online stuff, that is a better season if you ask me. I love Sinon's character. What's her actual name? Yeah, I can't remember these stupid Japanese names. Not that your names are stupid, it's just they're so hard to remember because they're not common for me. But anyways, yeah, I just liked it. I loved her character design and I loved her attitude. Not to mention some of the freaking jokes. But I really liked it, and yeah, looking forward to season 3 tonight. Which I've heard there's 4 seasons if I'm not mistaken, so I'm probably gonna have to watch season 4 probably on something like Kick-Ass Anime or Kick-Ass Anime or something like that. I don't know, interesting series, and it's very relatable to today. Like the technology thing, virtual reality slowly becoming to where we can just go into the game and, you know, live it as if it's real life. Yeah. Not gonna lie. However, the one thing that kind of confused me about Yuki was how her and Asuna became like really close, in my opinion. Or not in my opinion, but in my eyes, I don't understand how, like, when she gets to the hospital and she asks, like, those specific terms, how the hell did Yuki, how was she able to, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. Anybody who knows Sword Art Online better than me, go ahead, tell me. She pouted. Damon sighed. Okay, that's fine. You're already dirty, just like me. You're already dirty, just like me. That's what she said, annoyingly. You're already dirty, just like me. Hang on. Damon sighed. You're already dirty, just like me. Annoyingly. You're already dirty, just like me. Don't know if the noise gate's gonna catch that or not. You're already dirty, just like me. Damon clarified annoyingly. Drusilla back. Damon clarified annoyingly. Just like me. Damon clarified annoyingly. Hang on. Just like me. Damon clarified annoyingly. Ooh. That does cut a little soon. Or a little, yeah. Damon clarified. So let's get that out. Dirty, just like me. Damon clarified annoyingly. That's fine. What is it called? I mean, anime you talk about right now. Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online. I keep saying art. But yeah, great anime. I'm really surprised. Not gonna lie, I thought the second half of season 2 was gonna be bad. When it started out with just that quest and all that, I was like, I think we're hitting an all-time low in this series. I mean, it was definitely one of the weaker aspects, but when it got to, oh my god, when it got to that freaking girl with AIDS and it was a kid. It's not how you would expect AIDS to be obtained. She was born with like bad blood, so they gave her a blood transfer. The blood was basically not corrupted, but what's the word? It was infected. So her life was basically a death train. Oh man, that was tough to get through. Not to mention, I was so happy that they finally dug into Asuna's like real life. Like They only recently just told that she's part of a rich family, even though I would imagine they were, because in the episode where what's his name, Kirito. Now I can remember his name. Well, his game name, I would say. Yeah, Mark, it's fine. But Kirito, when he visits her in the hospital, and that motherfucker shows up. I forgot his name. I know it's close to like Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh, but whatever. Yeah. When he first meets them in the hospital, and his dad's fine with them, and I mean they look rich, but you don't really see it until here, and then you see her, how her mom is like one of those moms that just, oh, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that, you're not gonna have a say in it. Oh, that just, I hate people like that. But luckily she made her mom see the way. But hoo-wee, was that a tough one to get through. Just to say the least. Not my cup of tea for a mile, but boy, do I know a lot of people who like this. I can't seem to like it. I mean, everyone has their own opinion, but I just like it because of like how it's different. I like how they're able to just dive into the video game world and create like like adventures and, you know, everything out of that. It just has a great charm to it that's really good. I don't know, it's just good. Sure, it has that, you know, anime-esque thing going on, but whatever. That's not what I'm there to watch it for. I'm there to watch it for, you know, what it is. But I really like the concept. I like the charm it has. It's just good. You're already dirty, just like me. Damon clarified annoyingly. Drusilla jumped, then proceeded to examine. Hold on. Drusilla jumped, then proceeded to examine herself sporadically, catching every dirt patch and particle of filth that had stained her skin along the way to their current position. Stop. Self sporadically, catching every dirt patch and particle of filth that had stained her skin along the way to their current position. Upon turning back to Damon, she had a blush and a sheepish smile on her face. Lotus line? Oh, hang on. I apparently missed some comments. Where's the scroll bar thing? There it is. Said the guy who wrote and narrated Bittersweet Apple Lakers. Oh, jeez. If you got that reference, you know what happened at that fic. Yeah. Hello, Michaela Garza. Mark, really? It's an unmarked reference if you guys don't get it. It's basically a joke that we like to give each other. Damon nearly collapsed at that. Feels where I have to go. Have a good day and a good night. That's alright, bud. Go ahead. Damon nearly collapsed at that. I can't tell if she's actually serious or joking. Okay, that'll be a thought line. Drusilla line? It's fine. Drusilla objected. Fine. Oh, god damn it. Okay, this will be a pretty sudden. Drusilla objected. Oh, god damn it. Whoa, too fast. Let's break that. Drusilla objected. Oh, god damn it. I forgot you could hear my thoughts. Still too much. Objected. Oh, god damn it. I forgot you could hear my thoughts. It's fine. God damn it. I forgot you could hear my thoughts. Damon exclaimed. I like the first take better. You're welcome anytime, so don't hesitate. I forgot you could hear my thoughts. Damon exclaimed. It's just... You're hard to understand at times. That's all. Drusilla merely frowned and grunted in annoyance at Damon's unintended rudeness. Lois Lime? Fine. She replied, her annoyance still evident in her tone. Damon just surrendered and followed Drusilla. What the hell happened there? It's like a... Annoyance still evident in her tone. Damon just surrendered and followed Drusilla's actions, leaning down under the yoke. Stop. Evident in her tone. Damon just surrendered and followed Drusilla's actions, leaning down under the opening and gripping it with both of his hands. It had a burp, apparently. In her tone. Damon just surrendered and followed Drusilla's actions, leaning down under the opening and gripping it with both of his hands. Fine. Okay, that's not fine. Of his hands. It didn't even take... Gotta get those clicks out of there, apparently. Never realize how noisy your mouth is until you actually record it. Both of his hands. It didn't even take a tug before the entire passageway was opened fully, the blockade being no match for two immortal strengths combined. It was the equivalent of lifting a feather. A massive cloud of dust followed the action, quickly suffocating... Stop. Of lifting a feather. A massive cloud of dust followed the action, quickly suffocating both Drusilla and Damon. Stop. Alright, save. Need to save here. Feather. A massive cloud of dust followed the action, quickly suffocating both Drusilla and Damon like a rogue wave to a surfer. They quickly shielded their nostrils with their arms like a rogue wave to a surfer. They quickly shielded their nostrils with their arms and ran forward as fast as they possibly could, ignoring the massive plume of dust. This is why I need to narrate more often. But these allergies have just made it, the allergies made it impossible, but they're fixed now, so hopefully that means I'll be recording more. As they possibly could, ignoring the massive plume of dust currently making visibility beyond an inch from their bodies impossible. Drusilla lit another flame for light, carefully pulling Damon forward through the labyrinth, using her newly gained knowledge of how to navigate the tunnels to guide them. Yikes! Using her newly gained knowledge of how to navigate the tunnels to guide them. That was a dirty take anyways. Pulling Damon forward through the labyrinth, using her newly gained knowledge of how to navigate the tunnels to guide them safely and accordingly. The explosion of dust went on further than they would have thought, but eventually, the dust died off and they could breathe again. Even if the... Okay, bring that back. Than they would have thought, but eventually, the dust died off and they could breathe again. Even if the air down there was just as bad. Okay. Whoa. Guess we're going like this. There was just as bad. They stopped to catch their breath. The surroundings no different. Okay, bring that back. The air down there was just as bad. They stopped to catch their breath. The surroundings no different than what they'd navigated within the past hour. Both of them were caked with dirt from head to toe, but they had expected. Okay. In the past hour, both of them were caked with dirt from head to toe, but they had expected no different after lifting the blockade, and at this point, Jesus criminy, from head to toe, but they had expected no different after lifting the blockade. And at this point, they didn't care what they looked like in those tunnels. Drusilla asked with real concern. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Damon confirmed.
Okay, bring that back.
Real concern. Yeah, I'm fine. Damon confirmed. Are you okay?
Aw, he's such a gentleman.
Confirmed. Are you okay? Drusella line?
It's fine.
Drusella clarified.
Okay, needs to be closer than that.
Damon giggled at that.
Whoa.
Drusella clarified. Damon giggled at that. Damon giggled at that. It's alright. I need... Drusella clarified. Damon giggled at that. It's alright. I need a minute too. It's alright. I need a minute too. He agreed, taking a seat next to Drusella. No. Taking a seat next to It's alright. Giggled at that. It's alright. I need a minute too. He agreed, taking a seat next to Drusella. No. Taking a seat next to Taking a seat next to Wow. Taking a seat next to Drusella, who had lit a cigarette. Taking a seat next to Drusella, who had...
That was
He
tough.
agreed, taking a seat next to Drusella, who had lit a cigarette.
Okay,
Lois line?
fine.
She purred.
Okay, stop for a second. Put a marker. There we go. That god damn it, sounded like it came from Straight to the Point Studio. I don't listen to their readings as much, so, well, I don't listen to their readings, you know, at all, because I don't have the time. It's not because they're bad or anything, it's just, yeah, I don't have the time. So I don't know what they sound like, and I can't really judge that. It's not the first time I've been compared to another reader.
Lois line? She purred. Where did the line go? Purred. She purred. She purred. Fucking chair. She purred. Whoopsie doodle. Where are you?
Okay, nothing important.
She purred. Damon smiled at Drusella's form of relief, taking in deep breaths. It was quiet for a minute, up until Drusella broke the dead silence, saying something Damon would have never expected her to say.
Okay.
Lois line?
Okay, bring this
Damon
back.
let out a long sigh.
We'll just bring that back.
Damon let out a long sigh, knowing he'd been caught. Is it really that obvious? He'd been caught. Is it really that obvious? He questioned in defeat.
Fine.
Drusella line? Drusella confirmed. Another sigh escaped Damon's lips before he confirmed what he'd been trying to hide.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, I've been thinking hard about what I'm...
Okay, bring that back.
Well, I've been thinking hard about what I'm planning to do to myself, seeing these are my final hours as an immortal. What I've been seeing, these are being...
Okay, there's another piece of mouth noise right here.
being...
Right there.
do to myself, seeing these are my final hours as an immortal. What I've been for the past years. Nope. What I've been for the past 5 years.
Bring that back.
These are my final hours as an immortal. What I've been for the past 5 years. Damon confessed. Drusella line?
Fine.
Drusella questioned, her tone sounding serious and nothing close to playful Drusella, and nothing close to the playful Drusella he had met at the bar the previous night. and nothing close to playful Drusilla.
Itchy.
Sounding serious, and nothing close to...
Okay. So we're gonna have to do this kind of thing. Let's see if that works.
Her tone sounding serious, and nothing close to the playful Drusilla he had met at the bar the previous night. Drusilla line.
Oh, okay.
Drusilla line. Keep forgetting her goddamn name. Not cold feet. More like second thoughts. Damon corrected.
Let's get that out of there.
Keep forgetting her goddamn name. Not cold feet. More like second thoughts. Damon corrected.
Okay.
Drusilla winced in curiosity.
Okay, stop.
Damon corrected. Drusilla winced in curiosity, halfway through a drag of her smoke.
Okay, bring that back. Yeah, let's just do this thing. Because that needs to be just a little further away.
Damon corrected. Drusilla winced in curiosity, halfway through a drag of her smoke. Ugh, I hate to say it, but... Ugh, I hate to say it, but... Ugh, I hate to say it, but...
Hang on. Yeah, I can just take that out of there.
Through a drag of her smoke. I hate to say it, but... Damon's response died off. Drusilla line? Drusilla asked with genuine concern.
Okay.
Nothing. It's nothing. The deathly quiet met the area once again. Drusilla continuing to relieve...
Bring that back.
The deathly quiet met the area once again. Drusilla continuing to relieve herself while...
Get that out.
It's nothing. The deathly quiet met the area once again. Drusilla continuing to relieve herself while Damon's thoughts continued to engage in war. It stayed that way for a minute. It stayed that way for a minute, up until Damon ceased the war in his mind, asking Drusilla a question he'd not even dared to ask. He'd not even dared...
Back.
Drusilla a question he'd not even dared to ask.
Okay. See if that helps.
Asking Drusilla a question he'd not even dared to ask.
Okay, bring that back just a little bit.
Asking Drusilla a question he'd not even dared to ask.
That's fine.
Can I ask you something and get the actual truth? He proposed. Drusilla line?
Fine.
Like, no playful bullshit or anything like that. Just the truth. Like, no playful bullshit or anything like that. Just the truth. Drusilla was confused at first, but eventually found her words.
Fine.
Drusilla line? She finally answered.
Fine.
After another long sigh escaped Damon. Then he just spoke.
Put that back. That's a little far. Let's bring that back a little bit.
She finally answered. Another long sigh escaped Damon. Then he just spoke. She finally answered. Another long sigh escaped Damon. Then he just spoke.
Okay.
Why did you even bother helping me in the first place?
Okay, stop. There we go.
He just spoke. Why did you even bother helping me in the first place? He spat. You
Yep, get that out of there.
spoke. Why did you even bother helping me in the first place? He spat. You could have just treated me like any of your other clients and tossed me aside. He spat. You could have just treated me like any of your other clients and tossed me aside. So what about me made me special enough to get your attention, let alone assistance? Drusilla raised an eyebrow.
Okay, I heard some nasty shit going on through here, so let's get that out.
Your attention, let alone assistance.
Stop. Hang on.
Let alone assistance. Let alone assistance.
That's fine.
Drusilla raised an eyebrow, but then receded it, trying to find the actual answer. Why had she actually taken time out of her schedule of sleeping with... Why had she actually taken...
Stop. Right here, right?
Why
Yep. Hello, first gazer again. He's what? Okay. Whatever that is.
Why had she actually taken time out of her schedule of sleeping with...
Yeah, this one. This was a little bit of a tricky line. And I wrote this shit.
Why had she actually taken time out of her schedule of sleeping with hopeless romantics, widows, virgins, and just anybody...
I went way too fast there. Whoops.
Why had she actually taken time out of her schedule of sleeping with hopeless romantics, widows, virgins, and just anybody altogether to help Damon in something potentially impossible?
Hold on.
Together to help
Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky.
help Damon help
Gotta get that P.
help Damon in something potentially impossible. She
Hold
shrugged
on.
her shoulders as a response. Anybody altogether to help Damon in something potentially impossible.
That seems fine.
She shrugged her shoulders as a response. Lotus Lime? She answered.
Fine.
Lotus Lime?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
She answered.
Oh, okay, I see.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. He countered.
Stop.
I don't think so. He countered.
Alright, so is this sudden or is this...
Lotus Lime?
Okay, it's not sudden. I can play with that.
He countered. While it may have started out playful and business-oriented, your behavior down here has gone beyond any of those claims. You've been more protective and concerned about me, rather than how you acted in our first meeting.
Fine. Oops.
Drusilla Lime? Drusilla replied.
Okay, let's just bring that back a little bit.
Drusilla replied, her tone shifting. Drusilla replied, her tone shifting.
I mean, I could have just removed that later on, but that's alright.
Drusilla Lime? Drusilla replied, her tone shifting. Drusilla, no, Drusilla, think about it. The seal to keep me shifting. Drusilla, no, Drusilla, think about it. The seal to keep me the seal to keep me safe from any of the seals. Shifting. Drusilla, no,
Okay, needed to do that anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, we're deleting a lot more faster.
shifting. Drusilla, think about it.
Way too close.
Her tone shifting. Drusilla, think about it. The seal to keep me safe from any of the seals the Guardians may have put down here. Your concern.
Stop.
The seal to keep me safe.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The seal to.
Right there.
The seal to keep me safe from any of the seals the Guardians may have put down here. Your concern. Down. May have put down here. May have put down here. Your concern. Down.
Get that out. Can't get that other one out, unfortunately.
Put down here. Your concern and care for me in our current situation, turning the guy into a vegetable rather than your own personal sex slave. I've dealt with enough succubi to know that the way you are acting is not how they normally act. And given you are heavily devoted to a succubus's true nature, you'd act no different. Drusilla Lime? Keep forgetting her goddamn name. Ugh. Drusilla Lime? Keep forgetting her goddamn name. Ugh. Forget it. Ugh. Forget it. Ugh. Forget.
Don't know what happened there.
Ugh. Forget it. Damon's. Get it.
There's a little bit of mouth noise there. Just get that out. Yep, get that out.
Ugh. Forget it. Damon stood back up, walking further forward in the labyrinth of tunnels. Drusilla jumped at this sudden action. Drusilla Lime?
Fine.
She asked, Damon not stopping. Where do you think? He answered with irritation in his voice. Where do you...
Get that out.
Where do you think? He answered with irritation in his voice. To potentially kill myself. To potentially kill myself. To potentially kill myself. Answered with irritation in his voice. To potentially...
You motherfucker. Oh, right there.
Damon not stopping. Where do you think? He answered with irritation in his voice. To potentially kill myself. To potentially kill myself. Drusilla Lime?
Okay, stop. Let's push this out a little bit. That there.
Drusilla claimed. Either get off your ass or I'm going alone. End of story. Drusilla raised an eyebrow at Damon's sudden nasty attitude. Drusilla raised an eyebrow at Damon's sudden nasty attitude. Confused. Drusilla Lime? Drusilla raised an eyebrow at Damon's sudden nasty attitude. story. Drusilla raised an eyebrow at Damon's sudden nasty attitude, confused. Of story. Drusilla raised an eyebrow at Damon's sudden nasty attitude, confused. Drusilla Lime?
Fine.
No answer. Drusilla Lime?
Fine.
Silence. Drusilla Lime?
Fine.
She pouted, hurrying back onto her feet.
Fine.
Her pouts echoed throughout the... Her pouts echoed... Her pouts echoed... Onto her feet. Her pouts echoed throughout the tunnels, eventually tracking down Damon again and giving him a most unpleasant welcome.
Fine.
Drusilla Lime? She continuously pouted.
Fine.
Damon didn't even give her an answer.
Back.
Mostly pouted. Damon didn't even give her an answer, frustrating Drusilla even more as they continued furthermore into their final destination. Drusilla Lime?
Fine.
You know why. No. You know why. Don't even try pretending you don't. You know why. You...
Don't know why my mouth all of a sudden got freaking dirty as hell.
You know why. Don't even try pretending you don't. Try pretending you... Try pretending
Nothing I can do.
Try pretending you don't. Damon growled. Drusilla Lime?
Okay, get that little click out of there. God. It's gonna be like this, isn't it? Oh man, this is gonna suck.
Damon growled. Drusilla Lime?
Fine.
Pretending you don't. Damon growled.
A little further back.
Pretending you don't. Damon growled.
Nope, too close now.
That should do it. Don't. Damon growled. Drusilla Lime?
That's fine.
Drusilla just surrendered as they came.
Okay, let's just get that a little closer so this isn't fucking long.
Drusilla just surrendered as they came to a new... Oh, this fucking line. Drusilla just surrendered. Drusilla just surrendered as they came to a new area, not a newly lit area. Drusilla just surrendered. Drusilla just surrendered. Drusilla just surrendered as they came to a new area lit by torches. A nice change of scenery in the depths that both Damon and Drusilla were grateful for. It had a feel of an underground dungeon or jail that had been kept secret by some top secret... It had a feel of an underground dungeon or jail that had been kept secret by some top secret... It had a feel of an underground dungeon or jail that had been kept secret by some top secret... That had been kept secret by some top secret order or... Oh my god. that had been kept secret by some top secret group or order to house the worst criminals throughout history. That had been kept underground dungeon or jail that had been kept secret by some top secret group or order. Underground dungeon or jail that had been kept secret by some top secret group or order to house the worst criminals throughout history. That had
The way the volume jumps right there is kind of abnormal.
been kept secret.
No, stop, you fucker.
That had
Yeah, the volume needs to match. So let's go -3. See if that helps a little
dungeon
bit.
or jail that had been kept secret by some top secret group or order to
Had to kind of do a pause right there, otherwise it's gonna just keep fucking up.
secret group or order to house the worst criminals throughout history. But the absence of sound, aside from the hum of the fire on the lit torches and their own breathing, said otherwise. There was only one direction, so they continued forward down the long passage, up until the
That's explosive.
down the long path.
Right there. Okay, EQ. And ta-da.
So they continued forward down the long passage, up until the passage ended at a large pair of double doors. They were surprisingly in good condition, with only a few rusted and weathered spots. On the door was an engraved seal
Oh my god, this fucking mouth noise is gonna kill me.
of double doors. They were surprisingly in good condition, with only a few rusted and weathered spots. On the door was an engraved seal of some sort, and ancient depiction of on the door on the door 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 door.
Is there any way that I can get that out?
Stay.
Sorry about that.
On the door was on the
Is there any way I can get that?
on the door was on the
Nope. Sounds wonky.
on the door was an on the door was an engraved seal of some sort, and ancient depiction of Satan being damned to hell, further clarifying that this was the right place. The door had a massive lock holding it shut, to which Damon broke free with a hard kick. The lock falling to the lock
Okay.
free with a hard kick. The lock falling to the stone free with a hard kick. Free with a hard kick. The lock falling to the stone floor and crashing with a hard thump that echoed for miles.
Okay.
Opening the door, that echoed for miles. Opening the doors, the sight of a large room met Damon and Drusella's eyes. It was wide and round with a grounded platform in the middle, an engraving of the same symbol on the door carved on its top surface. Shut up. It was wide and round with a grounded platform in the middle, an engraving on the same
Save. Need to save.
and round with a grounded platform in the middle, an engraving of the same symbol on the door carved on its top surface. Okay, I need to do that again. It was wide and round with a grounded platform in the middle, an engraving of the same symbol on the door carved into its top surface, and four of its ends lining out to four small pillars in the room.
Get that shit out of there.
Platform in the middle, an engraving of the same symbol on the door carved into its top surface, and four of its ends lining out to four small pillars in the room. It resembled something like a setup for a ritual involving sacrifice. What the hell? No, what the hell? Damon questioned. Continue. Sacrifice. What the hell? Damon questioned, continuing to stare at the room's interior. Is this sacrifice? What the hell? Damon questioned, continuing to stare at the room's interior. Is this the right place? Drusilla Lime? Drusilla clarified. How do you know all of this? How do you know all this? Damon questioned. Back. How do you know all this? Damon questioned. This back. Clarified. How do you know all this? Damon questioned. Drusilla Lime? Drusilla answered.
Okay.
Whoops. Drusilla answered. Damon just smirked and walked to the pillar
Back.
answered. Damon just smirked and walked to the pillar protected by a glass casing. A pair of ancient rolled up scrolls under and...
That's plosive. So let's get that out. Control R.
By a glass...
Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong setting. EQ. Yep.
Glass casing. A pair of ancient rolled up scrolls under and resting on the pillar's top surface. Knowing what was to follow, Drusilla fancied herself with a cigarette. Lighting it? Drusilla fancied herself with a cigarette. Glass case. Drusilla fancied herself with a cigarette. Lighting it?
Yeah, definitely mumbled those.
Knowing what was to follow, Drusilla fancied herself with a cigarette. Lighting it and... Light... with a cigarette, lighting it and awaiting the
Nope, that ain't gonna work.
herself with a cigarette, lighting it and awaiting the show to unfold. Damon first tried to break the glass, only to Damon first tried to break the glass, only to receive a painful and cramped hand. Damon first tried to break the glass, only to receive a painful and cramped hand, not even cracking or denting the glass. He cussed wildly and cupped his injured... He cut...
Oh my god.
He cussed wildly and cupped his injured... He cussed wildly and cupped his... And cupped his injured limb... And cupped his... And cupped his injured limb... He cussed wildly and cupped his injured limb in his other hand, flopping it and continuing to scream every swear word possible in his vocabulary. Drusilla simply watched in amusement, taking small drags and wearing a smug smile the entire duration. After Damon's wounds had healed enough, After Damon's wounds had healed enough, he decided to approach the glass by lifting it, but failed again, the weight being too heavy for him to even budge. for him to
Let's see if that might work. It's gonna have to do this kind of thing.
him to even budge. Whoops. Weight being too heavy for him to even budge.
There we go.
Whoops.
You're fine, Artsy. You're fine.
Too heavy for him to even budge. His frustration grew higher, grunts escaping his mouth and his breathing growing rapidly.
It's a fucking chair.
And budge. His frustration grew higher, grunts escaping his mouth and his breathing growing rapidly. Drusilla just...
Like I said, if I even move a goddamn inch, that's what happens.
And his breathing growing rapidly. Drusilla just continued to enjoy the entertainment unfolding before her in full joy, continuing to take drags in between Damon's struggles, chuckles escaping her every so often. The same antics continued like a broken record, up until Damon surrendered in defeat and Drusilla eyed him smugly. Continued like a broken record, up until Damon surrendered in defeat and Drusilla eyed him smugly, her cigarette nearly finished down to its filter. Drusilla lime?
Fine.
Drusilla claimed. Ugh, fine. You win. Ugh, fine. You win. Ugh, fine. You win. Ugh, fine. You win.
Yeah, I kind of whistled there with that little F.
Drusilla claimed. Ugh, fine. You win. He surrendered. Shall I?
Fine.
She answered, flicking her smoke into a corner of the room after making sure the cherry had been extinguished completely by her thumb.
Fine.
Drusilla?
Fine.
Damon sighed heavily in his loss, swallowing his pride and spitting out the truth.
Fine.
Ugh, I'm sorry. My anger and emotions got the better of me.
Control C, push this out just a little more.
And spitting out the truth. Ugh, I'm sorry. My anger and emotions got the better of me. He started. You see, before I met you, my life was devoid of anyone other than myself, and I thought removing creatures that either killed or mentally fucked up humans would help to lift that void. And I thought removing creatures that either... And I thought that removing creatures... And I thought removing creatures that...
Jesus Christ.
And my life was devoid of anyone other than myself. Removing creatures that either killed or mentally fucked up humans would help to lift that void. And I thought removing creatures that either... And I thought removing And I thought... Other than myself. And I thought removing creatures that either killed or mentally fucked up humans would help to fill that void. Unfortunately, I'd been doing nothing except making my life my own personal hell and I'd been doing nothing except making my life my own personal hell and intentionally. I'd been doing nothing except making my life my own personal hell and intentionally. And I was blind to see it. Until you came into my life.
Is that going to be high enough to hear?
And I was blind to see it. Until you came into my life.
Bring that back just a tad.
Blind to see it. Until you came into my life. Drusilla winced at the mention of her, dropping her smug... I was blind to see it. Until you came into my life. Drusilla winced at the mention of her, dropping her smug demeanor...
Yeah, I don't know why this mouth noise just decided to be a fucking ass. But, yeah. It's being a real bitch to me right now.
You came into my life. Drusilla winced at the mention of her, dropping her smug demeanor... dropping her smug demeanor and expression to a more concerned and sympathetic look. Dropping her smug demeanor and expression to a more concerned and sympathetic look. Dropping her smug demeanor. Let's try and get that little. Dropping her smug demeanor. Dropping her smug. Her smug demeanor. Her smug. Nope, can't do anything about that. Her smug demeanor and expression to a more concerned and sympathetic look. Would you fuck off, please? Where did you go? Okay, shut all that up. And sympathetic look. The reason I searched for a solution to freedom from it. Save. And sympathetic look. The reason I searched for a solution to freedom from immortality is because I just wanted to die. I didn't want to be stuck in this misery of eternal life and torture anymore. But that's because I didn't realize I'd been causing it myself. Only after you showed me concern and care. No, only after you showed me concern and care for me in a journey for something truly. No. Only after you showed concern and care for me in a. Only after you showed me concern and care. No. Only after. Oh boy, I see a cuss. Myself. Only after you showed concern and care for me in a journey for something truly important to me, even if the end result may be it. Even if the end. Oh yeah, that's right. All right, next. Only after you showed concern and care for me in a journey for something truly important to me, even if the end result may be impossible to obtain. Only after you showed concern and care for me in a journey for something truly important to me. Yeah, let's get that breath out of there. I'd been causing it myself. Only after you showed concern and care for me in a journey for something truly important to me, even if the end result may be impossible to obtain, did I realize that even immortals have ones that care. Did I realize that even immortals have ones of their kind that care for them? That there is happiness, even in an eternal life. May be impossible to obtain. Did I realize that even immortals have ones of their kind that care for them? That there is happiness, even in an eternal life. You just need to look in the right places. And I found that in you, a succubus of all things. Drusilla Lime? Whoops. Drusilla couldn't find the words to speak. Her mouth agape with no. Drusilla Lime? Drusilla couldn't find the words to speak. Her mouth agape with nothing but her breath escaping the maw. Her mouth agape with nothing but her breath. Her mouth but her breath escaping the maw. Her mouth agape. Her mouth agape with nothing but her breath escaping the maw. Drusilla couldn't find the words to speak. Her dark heart was touched by Damon's confession, and a light blush had. See, even demons can love. Couldn't find the words to speak. Her mouth agape with nothing but her breath escaping the maw. Her dark heart was touched by Damon's confession, and a light blush had begun to form on her face. She and a See, when you really bring it to life off of paper, it really starts to bring a different feel to the story. Beth escaping the maw. Her dark heart was touched by Damon's confession, and a light blush had begun to form on her face. She was stunned and still as Damon continued. So, Beth escaping the maw. Her dark heart was touched. Is this it? Form on her face. She was stunned and still as Damon continued. So, when you said that you didn't truly know why you'd taken the liberty of guiding me here, an ancient... So, when you said that you didn't truly know why you'd taken the liberty of guiding me... I don't know, that's a tough one. That's pretty close. So, when you said that you didn't truly know why you'd taken the liberty of guiding me here, an ancient room on what feels like the edge of hell itself, it felt like you were just doing this to toy with me, and not even care about what happened in the end. I know we only met last night, but you're the one.
Oh my god, that was horrifying.
I know we only met last night.
I know that. Jesus. I think I'm gonna have to record that. Because that is a dirty freaking take. Like, that is disgusting.
I know we only met last night. But you're...
Can I add last night onto that?
I know we only met last night.
Nope. Fucking hell, I swear to God. Oh boy, and it's Damon. Damon's a little tricky to get. Okay. Mouth open in between breaths. Don't be stupid. Oops, not open. Whoops, doodle. Need to go new. Unplug you. Oh, I need a script. Whoopsie doodles a doodle. I don't have that email, do I? Not yet. Yep. Okay, I know we only met last night. Isn't that the line? I know we only met last night. Where are you hiding? There you are. Oh my god, today. Thank you. Alright, test. Are we in the right position? Pretty much. Okay, zoink. Just gotta go down quite a ways. Okay. Let's say You okay? Okay, we're down just a little more. Don't know. Excuse me. Mortality. Oh, here we go. It felt like you were doing this to toy with me, but you're only one. I know we only met last night. Okay, this is fine. I know we only met last night. Nope. I know we only met last night. Tongue, could you stop being a noisy motherfucker? I know we only met last night. I know we only met last night. I know we only met last night. One of those will work. See, Damon's hard because he's down in my lower register. So he's a little tough to do. Alright, let's see. We need to go noise reduction, get noise profile, Control R, turn my fan back on. Maybe. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. I know we only met last night. 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 I think that's okay. Might have to boost it just a little bit, but let's try her. Yeah, I think we gotta boost it just a tad because it seems a little too low. But in the end, I know we only met last night, but you're the one that has actually shown me real care and concern. And for you to respond like you did, me real care and concern. And for you to respond like you did, gotta get it right off the end. Has actually shown me real care and concern. And for you to respond like you did, it hurt more than anything. You're the reason. You're the reason I'm still debating on giving up immortality. Because without you, I don't know if I can go on. Okay, bring that back. More than any. Oh, save. Save. It's a little off, but that's just because the AC's running. In the end, it'll be fine. More than anything. You're the reason I'm still debating on giving up immortality. Because without you, I don't know if I can go on living. I don't know if I can go on living. Hopefully the voice acting's good. Because without you, I don't know if I can go on living. I've fallen in love with you, Drusilla. Couldn't have gotten that take any better. Wow. I'm probably going to have to boost his lines quite a bit. But we'll see after the normalization and compression is applied how well it does. In love with you, Drusilla. Need to get just a little closer, or just a little further off. Okay, there's the chair, so I can push this out just a little more. Drusilla. That end comment made Drusilla's heart flutter, and her entire... That end comment made Drusilla... That end... Okay, bring that back. I've fallen in love with you, Drusilla. That end comment... Nope, a little further. So let's do this. Bring that out just a little more. Love with you, Drusilla. That end comment made Drusilla's heart flutter and her entire body... Love with you, Drusilla. That end comment made Drusilla's heart flutter and her entire body jump in surprise. She was shocked, stricken, and unable to comprehend what she had just heard come out of Damon's mouth. She could only stutter in disbelief, holding eye contact with Damon. How could anyone love a succubus without... How could anyone love a succubus without being under some sort of spell? She was a creature of... How could anyone love a succubus without... How could anyone love a succubus without being under some sort of spell? She was a creature of lust and manipulation that was... That back. There's a breath on this I don't like. Get that out. Holding eye contact with Damon. How could anyone love a succubus without being under some sort of spell? She was a creature of lust and manipulation that was cursed to steal souls through acts of seduction. Nobody could... Okay. Save. Has your mic done you dirty like this before? It's not my mic, it's my mouth. Your mouth creates these little noises called mouth noise. This is what it's called in the audio industry. You can hear it right now because I'm not trying to shut it up. Basically, it's caused by dry mouth, your tongue clicking off of your, like flicking off of your teeth. Like whenever you hear like a click come out of your voice, like, or anything like that, that is caused by your tongue just flicking, like you don't realize it, but your tongue is moving everywhere in your mouth when you're talking. You just don't realize it because you're not thinking about it. Your tongue can sometimes flick off the sides of your cheeks or off your teeth or anything like that. But the majority of what I'm hearing comes from right down here where your saliva forms. Basically, your tongue, when it moves, it causes like just imagine like these little bubbles are coming to the surface. And when those bubbles pop, yep, that's what causes the mouth noise. That, and sometimes it collides with like the moistness of your mouth and it creates like this weird like sound. It's called mouth noise and it ain't fun to deal with. This is your best alternative, but it doesn't get rid of it 100%. It's kind of my own fault, but whatever. I'll do it under some sort of spell. She was a creature of lust and manipulation that was cursed to steal souls through acts of seduction. Nobody could ever love a creature of such volatility. Damon had to be pulling her leg, but his emotional demeanor at that moment said otherwise, and all she could do was stand unsure. Damon spoke first, however, and what came out nearly made Stracella's emotions break. Okay. Okay, where does my chair decide to be a dick? Right there. Let's break. Whoa. I'm sorry. You can leave me behind. Stracella's emotions break. I'm sorry. You can leave me behind if you want. I'm an idiot forever thinking you'd see me as something more. You are a succubus after all. You can leave me behind if you want. I'm an idiot forever thinking you'd see me as something more. You are a God damn it. You can leave me behind if you want. I'm an idiot forever thinking you'd see me as something more. You are a succubus after all. You've got a job to do and priorities. You've got a job to do and priorities. Stop. You've got a job to do and priorities. You are a succubus after all. You've got a job to do and priorities. Go live them to the fullest. I understand. She couldn't even bear leaving Damon behind, and she didn't know why. She couldn't even bear leaving Damon behind, and she didn't know why, up until her stunned demeanor broke, and she understood why Damon was so important to her. She didn't speak anything. She lunged. Alright, here comes the part where the audio's gotta be muted. So important to her. She didn't speak anything. Nope, too close. So important to her. She didn't speak anything. She lunged. Okay, stop. She didn't speak anything. She lunged. Nope. Okay, I hear some clicks off that end, so that needs to go bye-bye. She lunged. Damon, she didn't speak anything. She lunged. Damon was caught completely... Stop, stop, stop. Lunged. Damon was caught completely... let's just get this first part out of the way. Then we gotta mute the audio. Damon was caught completely off guard by a sudden collapse into his body. Yep. Alright, so we gotta go mute the audio now. Alright. Okay. Excuse me. Nope. Okay, save there. Pretty much. I'm actually going to, take a little bit of a break, so I'm just gonna mute there, and we're gonna do what we did yesterday. We're just gonna put on some music for a minute and take a break before we get into basically the home stretch outside. Shit. Excuse me. Why not? Why not?
Everyone's looking.
Shut up. No. There we go. Just need something for a minute. Why do I listen to this song a lot more often?
You never seem to change, no matter what you say. I'm to blame.
Yeah, I just need a break.
Rise to fan the flame, and so the darkness came.
I better actually check my email too. How long has it taken us so far? Well, minus the first stream. Hour and a half. Not too bad. Hour and 40 minutes. This kind of song is right up my alley. I'm just looking for rock music. This is more metal, if you ask me. Ow.
From scars given in spite, the darkest spell alright.
Some pretty George of the Jungle kind of drums there. Who?
Like, that's so correct. If it's the Who, like WHO, yes. But I can't play copyright music, otherwise I'm gonna get my butt tagged. And I'd rather not get my butt tagged.
Seeking out the sun, veiled in nightmares, I drift away. Am I the one fading in the sun? Oh, I that stole the dark from me, but did the dark deserve to be?
Hang on. When you're thinking of the Who, they're a Mongolian rock band. Interesting. Well, if they're copyright, I can't play them, bud.
It's been a while today since I last saw your face. Though ticking time creeps on so fast, dark is the shadow cast. A light spills through anyway, cutting through my dark dismay. I don't need your permission, won't be held to your disposition. Are you proud of choices you've made? Do you smile on the path you take? The road has been long, my time has come. Make a choice. Do you know what's right?
Okay.
Pain with the code and glowing fire. It's time that you decide. Make a choice.
Is this on reinvent? Oh dear God, that means it's loud.
Straight Talk Wireless has now rolled out 5G coverage.
I've heard that one
from May
enough,
6th
so
to July. And you can get
let's
a
listen to
Samsung
an
Galaxy
oldie, but a
A32
goodie.
5G for only $299.
One of his first songs that was related around the Applejack parents thing. Yep, very loud. Very loud. God damn it. Loud. I've heard of Mongolian throat singing. Does that count? Oh man, people.
Day after day, it's all the same. Since you become a constant night. The apple trees you planted, like soldiers and cannon. Time after time, all over here. Why mom and dad disappear? It's such a fake smile. When you're drowned in denial. I'm drowning in denial. For you that we've been here waiting. For you to come back always. You left us all here. Weeks for year after year.
It's a good song.
We started wishing to say
Fucking loud though. Like the end mixes on this album were, I don't think they were equalized very well. Like the mix volumes were kinda high to the point of where they could deafen you. even with my monitoring on, which, keep in mind, it basically turns down the volume of what's playing in the background right now completely, like 10 decibels or something like that. Even with that on and at full volume on the video, yeah, still loud. So managing that with it off, or yeah, with it off. Would an AJ themed hardcore song be called Apple Cart? Oh my fucking god. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. Fun little riff. Or not riff, but lick. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking something up. My friend Rebon alerted me. If you're wondering, yeah, it's Rebon-chan. Oh, hey, stronger. So I'm no longer doing any stream. Fine. Okay. How loud is this one? Oh, that's fine. I think, was this reInvent? I don't think it was. Oops. Forsaken by the lights, the gods I love turned a blind eye. There's a darkness here, feeding on my fears. It's feeding on my fears. I actually don't know if this is a reInvent or not. I don't think it is. But yeah, that was the problem with reInvent, was that it was loud. I will not falter through the dark abyss of night. I know I'm stronger, strong enough to bear the light. So hear me now. I'll bring the hope to all creation. I'll show you how to rise above the desperation now. Let's see. Let's listen to this oldie. Why not? This was the remake. reInvent. Okay, so it's louder than shit. Keep the volume down. I bet Prince Whatever's like, dude, I really wish I could just go back and fix that now, but there's always room for fixing it. In the future. Right? Yeah, it's still loud. Forgot my volume's down here too. Close your eyes for the last time. Your blood to pay for your crimes. Try to forget what you've seen. Okay.
Sorry guys, but my sanity can only handle so much before I need to take a break. I can do this at least. Well, let's see. We're at the Hoochie Coochie scene, so... yeah, there's a line up next. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a line. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess we could just back this up. I thought would happen if I let you in. This darkness creeping up my spine makes me snap back again. Hey. This is not what I had pictured, man. This is not what I wanted to be. For a second I thought I was fine. But it turns out it was in my mind. Fun stuff. Wish I could get my freaking guitar like ring to last that goddamn long. But then again, he has plugins, so that's probably how he's doing it. Because there's what they call, I think, a disdain. Isn't that what they call it? No, not a disdain. That's a type of guitar playing stupid. Sustain. Like, it's called a sustain switch, which is where basically, if you play a note, it just basically repeats over and over again, like it loops, so it never stops playing. Unfortunately, I don't have those plugins. Okay, what else? Fight this war, I've heard that one a lot. Yeah, why not the Twilight abandons shit, Moon Dancer song. Sure, why not that? I know this one's freaking loud, so we're just gonna keep that volume down. Not to mention this one, I've tried to play it, but God forbid it's fast. Mainly the palm muting parts. Everything else I can just play fine, but the palm muting parts, oh my God.
When a close friend was all I need, you were the one, and you told me it's okay, it's okay. Then you weren't there, I needed help. I'll keep it cool, I'll tell myself it's okay, it's okay. Where did you go? I'm on my own. Where did you go? Where are you? I was mistaken to believe that I could trust you. The feeling I just gave away. Come on, yeah, begin to play. You were the only friends I had who I could turn to. We still reading till the dawn. When it mattered, you were gone. You were gone. You were gone. It's been so long. It's been so. You showed me a new life I didn't have to.
Like, listen to that palm muting.
Something to
The main issue.
my best friend go. It's over now. Let's take a bow. It's over now. It's over. I was mistaken to believe that I could trust you. The feeling I just gave away. Come on, yeah, begin to play. You were the only friends I
Oh, Lord Reptile Stormblade, I'm just taking a break right now, listening to some music.
I'm sorry, I should not have left you here. But here I am, it's all okay, my dear.
Jeez, this is back when Webkick was still pretty young. Well, I wouldn't say young, but she was still, you know, new. Added to the rules. It's what the hell? It's okay, a neighbor invited me to a barbecue, so I'll be going sometime in the next half hour. That's fine. How much further do we gotta go? We can't, well, I would imagine maybe another 20 minutes. Depends on how, yeah. If I can talk. Let's see, I think this is not letting go. Yep, it's the new one. It's the new version. Holy fucking hell's bells. Wow. So I'd say about 40, almost 44 minutes. So we're currently at about 22. So yeah, about 20 minutes. Do not need any of this. Just the way changing who you are can prove to us that you're assertive. They can tell you how you got when they don't know what you've been through. The only one who can decide or try to change this is you. Just is you. I have a freaking knack for doing that, like repeating the secondaries. Follow through the source pages, start and end with you. Just left out in the rain. She's too shy to complain. Just suck it up and let it go. How she feels inside, we'll never know. Her eyes go to the floor. Left feeling second rate. Will her dreams pass her by? She'll wish she weren't so shy. Well, okay. They tell me now. I say John never leaves the ground. She's not the type to follow through. So pages start and end with you. She's left out in the rain. She's too shy to complain. Just suck it up, then let it go. Crush the feels inside. We'll never know. God, those freaking notes in the background. Jesus. Ugh. What's a perfect friend? This burden's nauseous, just a pill. You gotta know your friends are always there. So come out of it. Hit me the coffee. Just crack the trees and don't let go. They're yours to keep, so hold them close. Yoy. When he's singing in either a C or a D, well, that's a drop C, but yeah. Just grab your dreams and don't let go. They're yours to keep, so hold them close.
What? What are you doing?
Oh, hey, this part. And if you're looking for desktop audio, we have to mute this part.
What are you doing?
There we go. They're yours to keep, so hold them close. Right here, I guess.
Fusion. What are you doing?
Ugh. When you're not a singer and yeah.
In confusion. What are you doing? He questioned.
Oh, little too close. Mm-hmm. This back. Ugh.
Her in confusion. What are you doing?
Fine.
He questioned.
Fucking bugs.
Trisala line? She whispered. She whispered.
Oh, that's the line. Whoopsie. Alright.
She whispered. She whispered. She whispered, locking her...
Bringing that back.
She whispered, locking her lips with his again. Damon just returned the embrace, wrapping his buff arms around Drusella's slim form and pulling her tight against his chest. Their lips locked tight in sets of exchange.
Okay.
Their lips locked tight in sets of exchanges. Their lips locked tight in sets of exchange. Their lips locked
Right there.
tight.
And this is the stuff that really makes me need a break, because when you're having to edit out like, you know, just little pieces of audio, it kind of bugs you. Well, it doesn't bug you, it just irritates you.
Slim form and pulling her tight against his chest. Their lips locked tight in sets of exchanges, eventually meeting one of the stone walls of the room with a mild thump.
Did I do that?
Eventually meeting
Okay, I didn't do the home thing.
tight in sets of exchanges, eventually meeting one of the stone walls of the room with a mild thump. But Damon felt tight in
Okay, get that out of there.
sets of exchanges, eventually meeting one of the stone walls of the room with a mild thump. Sets of exchanges, eventually meeting one of the stone walls of the room with a mild thump. But Damon felt nothing except Drusella. But Damon felt... But Damon felt nothing except the room with a mild thump. But Damon felt nothing except Drusella's embrace and body. The room
Is that?
and
Yep. God damn it.
Drusella's embrace and body against his own.
Okay.
Not long after the impact, he had felt Drusella's soft hand, embrace, and body against his own. Not long after the impact,
Fucking hell.
and body against his own. Not long after the impact, he had felt Drusella
Bring that back.
brace and body against his own. Not long after the impact, he had felt Drusella's soft hands slither under his shirt and glide over his muscles in the form of a massage, taking their time to relax each one in a delicate rhythm that drove Damon's hormones wild. He could already feel his body succumbing to Drusella's actions as he continued to engage with her lips, pulling her closely and moving his hands delicately.
Oh, whoopsie. I forgot to mute the audio again. Well, it's a good thing that we didn't get that any further. So that was a luck. Sorry guys, but I want to get banned. So, yeah. Worked way too hard to get to where I am right now. Yes, fetch, no, just a bit. That back. That back. Okay. Save. What's this? Do you listen to Bobby Bass? I don't know who that is. What? Why does that seem... Wait a minute. Let's see if I can't get that out. I can. 2.5 hours worth of recording, guys. Nope. It's a build-up scene. Okay. Get that out. I think I redo it. That don't look like it's just cut. Nope. Hand that back. Come on. Yeah, let's get that gross sound out of there. There we go. Back. Okay. Let's get that out. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, there is a plosive right here, so let's get rid of that. Yep. It's fine. Seriously? Come on. Oh, I didn't see that breath. Let's just do something like that. Can I get that out? Yeah, you need to go. Okay. Okay, let's is there anything beyond this point that is no? I'm gonna have to check that real quick. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. But let me just double check so I don't get banned. It's okay, Archie. I think we finished with the explicit stuff. So, just give me a minute. Oh wow. Let's see this. I'm just checking real quick.
Okay, after this little paragraph.
I understand that. I was just saying bacon or frying it.
Okay, think we can go right here and be safe. Okay, just save. Okay, I think we can turn the audio back on. Their faces. Both had their lower bodies dressed with Drusella's long dress for cover, Drusella's head resting on Damon's chest comfortably, while Damon bared the hard ground like a true gentleman. He absolutely hated it and was far from comfortable, but he took it for Drusella. But he took it for Drusella, focusing on her warm embrace against his body. Staring down at her, but he took it for Drusella. But he took it for Drusella. Okay. And was far from comfortable, but he took it for Drusella, focusing on her warm embrace against his body. Staring down at her head on his chest, he smiled, and now having fully recovered from the exhaustion, spoke out. What the hell was that? Ay, caramba. Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? No. Can I ask you something? Drusella responded, Can I ask you something? Spoke out. Can I ask you something? Drusella responded by turning her head to meet Damon's gaze. Drusella responded by turning her head to meet Damon's gaze. Drusella responded by turning her head to meet Damon's gaze. I ask you something.
Cindy,
Drusella responded by turning her head to meet Damon's gaze. A smile. Whoa, wait, chicken. I ask you something. Drusella responded by turning her head to meet Damon's gaze. A smile on her face and hair a frazzled mess. Drusella Lime? She guessed. Something like that. He confirmed. It was so sudden. When any other... He confirmed. It was so sudden. Okay, get that out of there. He confirmed. It was so sudden. When any other time, it didn't even seem like you were one that would act first. Confirmed. It was so sudden. When any other time, it didn't even seem like you were one that would act first. When any other time, it didn't seem like you were someone that would act first. Especially like that. Drusella stirred more, moving her... Drusella stirred more. Stop. Drusella stirred more, moving her... Seemed like you were one that would act first. Especially like that. Drusella stirred more, moving... One that would act first. Especially like that. Drusella stirred more, moving herself to where... That back. One that would act first. Especially like that. Drusella stirred more, moving herself to where her body was prone and her upper body adorns the surface of Damon's chest. Lotus Lime? Drusilla struggled to find the right words, her mouth open, but nothing but breath escaping. What? What? Damon questioned with What? Damon questioned with concern. Did escaping. What? Damon questioned with concern. Oh. Breath escaping. What? Damon questioned with concern. Did I say something wrong? Words finally met. Drusilla. Did I say something wrong? Get that out of there. Did I say something wrong? Words finally met Drusilla's throat. Drusilla Lime? Damon? Drusilla? Okay, just get rid of all this. Damon stirred. Intrigue and confusion meeting him off of Damon's... Damon stirred. Intrigue and confusion meeting him off of Drusilla's words. What do you mean? Get that out of there. Drusilla's words. What do you mean? Drusilla paused briefly, trying to find the right words to speak. Paused briefly, trying to find the right words to speak. What do you mean? Drusilla paused briefly, trying to find the right words to speak. Trying to find the right words to speak. It's a good thing that I actually stopped that. Drusilla paused briefly, trying to find the right words to speak. That's good. Drusilla Lime? Fine. Damon felt his body tremor at those words. This was not the Drusilla he'd known at the start of this trek. This was not the Drusilla he'd known at the start of this trek. No. This Drusilla... This was not the Drusilla he'd known at the start of this trek. No. I'm gonna have to record that. That is disgusting. Yep, definitely gonna have to re-record that. Let's go to our file that's currently open. Oh, damn it, stir intrigue. Try and find the right words to speak. Felt his body tremor. Those words. The start of the trek. Okay, that is a long sentence. Gotta do it the awkward way, but whatever. Alright, let's get the mic into the correct position. Can I be heard fine here? Yes, I can. Okay, where am I? This was not the Drusilla he'd known at the start of this trek. Sure. Okay, just push Control R, I guess. This was not the Drusilla he'd known at the start of this trek. This was not the Drusilla. This was not the Drusilla he'd known at the start of this trek. It's cleaner than that garbage. Let's see how that sounds in comparison. Damon felt his body tremor at those words. This was not the Drusilla he'd known at the start of this trek. Okay, it's a little too high, so let's turn that down. -2. Body tremor at those words. This was not the Drusilla he'd known at the start of this trek. No. This Drusilla... Really? Gotta have... No. This Drusilla... Really? Gotta have a bass trap? This Drusilla was different. Scared. Vulnerable. Desperate. Seeking for a happiness that didn't exist in the life of a succubus. He could feel tears starting to meet his... He could feel tears starting to meet his eyes. He could feel tears starting to meet his eyes, and all he could do was listen to Drusilla.
Okay.
Drusilla line? Another pause followed, and Damon just listened in complete shock. Another pause followed, and Damon just listened in complete...
Nope, that ain't gonna work.
Another pause followed, and Damon just listened in complete shock.
That out.
Another pause followed, and Damon just listened in complete shock. Drusilla?
That sounds weird, so let's fix that real quick.
And Damon just listen.
That helps.
And Damon just listened in complete shock. Drusilla line? And Damon just listened in complete shock. Another pause followed, and Damon just listened in complete shock. Whoopsie. Damon sat bewildered.
Just like right.
Drusilla line? Damon sat bewildered.
Oh my fucking god, I swear, if this...
Line? Damon sat bewildered. He wasn't sure if what he'd just heard was real or an effect of the lack of oxygen down there, finding himself unable to speak anything. He could see sincerity in Drusilla's face and hear it in her voice, though. He could see sincerity in Drusilla's face and hear it in her voice, though. So, finding himself unable to speak anything. He could see sincerity in Drusilla's face and hear it in her voice, though. So despite the notorious witty nature of despite the notorious witty nature succubi normally express, he knew for a fact that Drusilla wasn't toying or playing with him. She was genuinely pouring out her heart. She was genuinely pouring out her dark heart to him. She was genuinely pouring out her dark heart to him. He finally answered him.
Again, you guys want to be narrators? You sure about that? You absolutely sure you want to do this?
Playing with him. She was genuinely pouring out her dark heart to him. He finally answered with a smile and pulled Drusilla into another kiss, embracing her passionately and truly. She kissed him back in the same manner, wrapping her arms around him tight and feeling her dark heart beat faster and warmer in his arms. Their embrace lasted for several minutes, nearly turning intimate, up until Damon pulled away and stated the unfortunate and stated the unfortunate truth of playing with him, up until Damon pulled away and stated.
Oh boy, I think I got a little too close to. Jesus Christ.
Stated and stated and stated the unfortunate truth of their up until Damon pulled away and stated the unfortunate truth of their current position. Up until Damon pulled away nearly turning intimate. Up until Damon pulled away and stated the unfortunate truth of their current position. We need to get back their current position.
Oh, I didn't realize the chat
We
was
need to get
cut
up.
off.
He stated. Rosaline? She grumbled, collapsing onto his chest again. I'm flattered. I'm flattered. Damon complimented with a chuckle. However,
God damn it.
chest again. I'm flattered. Damon
Okay, get that shit out of there.
collapsing onto his chest again. I'm flattered.
Too close. Okay, just get that out of there. Alright.
Onto his chest again. I'm flattered. Damon complimented with a chuckle. However, these tunnels aren't very homey, and I'd rather lay in a warm and comfy bed for eternity.
Okay, bring that back.
However, these tunnels aren't very homey, and I'd rather lay in a warm and comfy bed.
That back.
These tunnels aren't very homey, and I'd rather lay in a warm and comfy bed for eternity. Drusilla stirred, sitting up from Damon's chest and me.
Okay. Let's just go like this.
Bed for eternity. Drusilla stirred, sitting up from Damon's chest.
Okay, bring that back.
Comfy bed for eternity. Drusilla stirred, sitting up from Damon's chest and meeting his gaze with a smile. Drusilla? She pouted playfully.
There's repulsive. Let's get that out.
She pouted playfully.
Better.
Tell that to my back. Tell that to my back.
Back.
Tell that to my back. He stated, sitting playfully. She pouted playfully. Tell that to my back. He stated, sitting up from the floor where mild bloodstains had marked the floor. Sure, it was hot and incredible. Sure, it was hot and incredible. But in the end, we still bleed and feel pain.
Back.
Sure, it was hot and incredible. But in the end, we still
Hey,
bleed
Infinity Gaming.
and feel pain. Drusilla pouted in defeat.
There's another loud positive. Let's get that out.
Okay. Pain. Drusilla pouted.
Back.
Still bleed and feel pain. Drusilla pouted in defeat, allowing Damon up from the floor. Once he met his feet and started to dress back into his clothes, she spoke. Drusilla? She offered. I'd love that very much. No, I'd love that very much.
Back.
I'd love that very much. He agreed. Even though we heal instantaneously. Even though we heal instantaneously from the moment we suffer an injury.
Bring that back. No. Grab that. Here? I guess so.
He agreed, even though we heal instantaneously from the moment we suffer an injury. Dressaline?
Okay.
I'd be happy to oblige. I'd be happy to oblige. Damon agreed. No. Damon agreed. No. Damon agreed.
Okay, put that back.
I'd be happy to oblige. Damon agreed. No. Damon agreed. No. Damon agreed. Resuming to dressing his. Resuming. Damon agreed. Resuming to dressing his. Resuming dressing his body. Drusilla followed. Drusilla followed, but finished faster.
Stop.
Damon agreed, resuming dressing his body.
God, I hate when I have to do this shit. Bring this forward a little bit.
Damon agreed, resuming dressing his body. Drusilla followed.
This back.
Damon agreed, resuming dressing his body. Drusilla followed. Drusilla followed, but finished faster with just a simple draping of her clothing over her body, her arms and head slipping through their proper holes in seconds, and the dress meeting support yet again.
Okay.
Support yet again.
Excuse me.
Once they both were fully dressed.
Okay, put that back.
Support yet again. Once they both were fully dressed, Damon met back up with Drusilla outside the room, shutting the massive doors and starting the long trek back to the subway tunnel.
Okay.
In the midst of walking in silence with only
Put that back.
trek back to the subway tunnel. In the midst of walking in silence with
Nope. No. God damn it. Oh my fucking god. Everything's derping now? Really?
and starting the long trek back to the subway tunnel. In the midst of walking in silence with only Drusilla's flame back to the subway tunnel. In the midst of walking in silence with only Drusilla's flame to light the way, Damon caught something that he'd forgotten in the antics of getting to where he currently was. His flame to light the way, Damon caught something that he'd forgotten in the antics of getting to where he currently was.
Okay, stop. There we go.
Alright, save. That was a lot of work. Okay. Damon caught something that he'd forgotten in the antics of getting to where he currently was.
Okay.
Oh shit. I forgot I was staying. Oh shit. I forgot I was staying in a hotel on the other side of the city. Oh shit. I forgot I was staying in a hotel on the other side of the city. Drusilla winced at his words. Drusilla winced at his words. Drusilla Lime?
Back.
Drusilla winced at his words. Drusilla.
Get that out. Excuse me.
Drusilla Lime? She questioned. Room 16A at the Daylight Inn on the far east side of the city. He answered. Drusilla Lime? Drusilla Lime? Yep. 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 That's why. Yep. That's why. Drusilla Lime? Nope. Alright, bring this back. Yep. That's why I shifted to the couch. Which is more on. Yep. That's why I shifted to the couch. Which is no more comfortable, honestly. Yep. That's why I shifted to the couch. Which is no more comfortable, honestly. A short pause followed, up until Drusilla said something. Bring that back. No more comfortable, honestly. A short pause followed, up until Drusilla said something Damon hadn't been expecting at all. Damon hadn't been expecting at all. Drusilla Lime? She stated. You sure about that? I'd hate to be a burden. He stated. Drusilla Lime? Drusilla assured. Drusilla assured. Oh my. Drusilla assured. Seduction rolled off the ends of those. No. Seduction rolled off the end of those words. Drusilla assured. Drusilla assured. Seduction rolled off the end of those words, making Damon's hormones suddenly rush like stampeding bulls. Assured. Seduction rolled off the end of those words, making Damon's hormones suddenly rush like stampeding bulls. He could already see where the rest of the night was going, but he didn't mind it one bit. Well, I guess when we get out of here, we'll have to make a quick stop so I can get my things and happily check out. Well, I guess when we get out of here, we'll have to... Well, I guess when we get out of here, we'll have to make a quick stop so I can get my things and happily check out. Well, I guess when we get out of here, we'll... He didn't mind it one bit. Well, I guess when we get out of here, we'll have to make a quick stop so I can get my things and happily check out. Things and happily check out. And happily check out. Drusilla nodded with a smile. Things and happily check out. Happily check out. Happily check out. Things and happily things and happily check out. Stop so I can get my things and happily check out. Stop so I can get my things and happily check out.
Wow. Okay, I think I can get that click.
Go. Go. Things and happily check out.
Yep. That means we don't need this dirty takeover here.
Check out. Drusilla nodded with a smile. Drusilla Lime? She joked playfully. Don't worry. I peck. Don't worry. I peck lightly. Don't worry. I peck lightly. He replied with a chuckle.
Hold on.
I peck lightly.
No.
He replied with a chuckle. Drusilla Lime? Another chuckle. I can't deny that. He replied. Drusilla giggled, letting a light
Let's just get that out of there because it's not going to land anyways, the noise gate.
I can't deny that. He replied. Drusilla giggled, lending a light kiss to his cheek and approached. Stop. God damn it, wrong button. Well, brain's getting there. Replied. Drusilla giggled, lending a light kiss to his cheek and proceeding further. Drusilla giggled, lending a light kiss to his cheek and proceeding further. Drusilla line? Sounds good. Damon agreed. With that said, the two did their best to hurry out of the many tunnels they had yet to trek, their futures full of happiness, challenges, and a relationship until the sun burned out, and all that would remain is darkness. Burned out, and all that would remain is darkness. Until the sun burned out, and all that would remain is darkness. That wasn't for a long time, though, and they'd have plenty of time. Okay, bring that back. Darkness. That wasn't for a long. Is darkness. That wasn't for a long time. Can I just please be done already? Almost there. Remain is darkness. That wasn't for a long time, though, and they'd have plenty of time to enjoy their life together in eternal harmony as one. Ugh. My throat is done today. It is done.
Okay. Alright. Seems like we got her. Alright. So now we just gotta do the things and the other things. So EQ first. Oops, no, not EQ. God damn it. We need... Where are we? Not EQ. What am I looking for? Compressor. See, my brain's already saying, hey, dude, I'm tired, man. Well, brain, you're just gonna have to work with me, okay? Quit being an asshole. Because we've still got a noise gate to adjust. Which isn't too bad. Okay. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. Ugh. Alright. Then we normalize. Okay. Anything else? I don't think so. So 36 minutes was about the right time. Not too bad. Export as MP3. The Hunter and the Part 3. No mistakes. Okay, and while that does its thing, I don't know what we're gonna do. I can relax that the audio is cleaned up, but I still gotta add the freaking noise gate. Then I'll know that the audio is ready for an EQ, and I can start working on the next step, which is basically the mix. Well, actually, no. I need the VA's lines first before I can do anything. I mean, I can add the noise gate and the EQ. Well, I don't want to add the EQ until I get her lines, actually, because then I can just apply the same EQ that I am to my voice to hers. If that'll work, that is, because everyone's voice is different. All I know is I am flippin' tired already. But the noise gate don't take very long. I just gotta adjust it to where it's evening itself out well enough, I guess, if that's the right terminology. Alright, let's make sure that the audio rendered fine. That there's no shenanigans going on here. Is that it? There it is. So we're just gonna check real quick, and then we'll move on to FL Studio to add that noise gate. The streams only show that, to me, audio production is a complete mystery. Well, every production is different. It's never the same. It's always different. Okay. Yep, we look fine. What is all this over here, though? I just wanted to die. Oh, that's all Damon's lines. They look high enough to where they're not going to cause any issues. Looks fine, so yeah, let's just go into FL now and do the thing. But yeah, every production is different. There's never a same production going on. Like, how do I put this? Like, no production is the same. No production goes by the same steps, levels, yada yada yada. I think you get it. But anyways, let's see, one audio clip. So, if I can get this done, then I just have a moment where I can relax knowing that this is done. Well, it's not done, but the hard part is done. The hard part is done. The cleanup stage. Let's see, we want to go to music. Let's see, rage, no. Right. Is that part 3? Yep, that's part 3. Okay. That's... So, let's just see if we can't do this real quick, and hopefully it doesn't give us any shit. So let's get that chat back up. Just push this over here. There, now I can get in the right spot. Okay, fun stuff. Let's hope that this goes fine and dandy. Alright. Really? Limiter. Threshold just a bit. This. And this. Alright. That's the first one. Then the second one. I'm gonna call it sorcery, but yeah, it's a whole bunch of, it's just a bunch of, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Alright, anyways, let's see what this sounds like. In one of the most constantly lively cities in the world, the subway tunnel that Drusilla and Damon needed to enter was dead upon arrival. It wasn't a problem for them, seeing they wanted to enter this secret entrance to the catacombs with no trouble, and after trekking about a mile down the main track line, they came to it. Off the left side of the tracks was a hidden metal door with a single padlock on it, an obstacle that proved no challenge for Drusilla, crushing it to dust with a single grip of her right hand. To mortals, the entrance would have seemed like a casual opening to a room only maintenance workers could enter, but with Drusilla now holding all knowledge of the entrance and proper directions throughout the labyrinth of tunnels, there was no second guessing it. Upon opening the door, an eerie feeling and atmosphere started to plague Damon's darkness. Nothing true Drusilla room only maintenance workers could enter, but with Drusilla now holding all knowledge of the entrance and proper directions throughout the labyrinth of room a single grip, room only maintenance workers could enter, but with Drusilla now holding all knowledge of the entrance and proper directions throughout the labyrinth of tunnels, there was no second guessing it. Upon opening the door, an eerie feeling and atmosphere started to plague Damon's senses. A heaviness that made him feel like lead blocks were stacked on his shoulders and only got worse as he walked deeper into the darkness. Drusilla noticed Damon's struggle, stopping and igniting a medium-sized flame in the palm of one of her hands for light. Loslime? She asked with concern. Damon grunted, eventually meeting his gaze with Drusilla's. Ugh, something doesn't want us here, he said between grunts. Okay, I want to go to the part where he starts confessing and all that stuff, because that's where it's really low. To a corner of the room after making sure the cherry had been extinguished completely by her thumb. Drusilla Lime? Okay. Damon sighed heavily in his loss, swallowing his pride and spitting out the truth. Ugh. I'm sorry. My anger and emotions got the better of me. He started. You see, before I met you, my life was devoid of anyone other than myself, and I thought removing creatures that either killed or mentally fucked up humans would help to fill that void. Unfortunately, I'd been doing nothing except making my life my own personal hell unintentionally. I was blind to see it. Until you came into my life. Drusilla winced at the mention. That's what I was afraid of right there. Unfortunately, I'd been doing nothing except making my life my own personal hell unintentionally. I was blind to see it. Until you came into my life. Drusilla winced at the mention of her, dropping her smug demeanor and expression to a more concerned and sympathetic look.
The reason I searched for a solution to freedom from immortality is because I just wanted to die. I didn't want to be stuck in this misery of eternal life and torture. Okay, stop right there. Let's see. So, I think I need to pull the threshold back just a little bit, and if I can't do that, then I'm just gonna have to go with what I got. Is it the first one or second one? I think it's the second one. Or first one, excuse me. Until you came into my life. Okay, so let's open the threshold just a little bit. Until you came into my life. Until you came into my life. Okay, so I need to go down. Until you came into my life. Drusilla winced at the mention of her, dropping her smug demeanor and expression to a more concerned and sympathetic look. The reason I searched for a solution to freedom from immortality is because I just wanted to die. I didn't want to be stuck in this misery of eternal life and torture anymore. But that's because I didn't realize I'd been causing it myself. Only after you showed concern and care for me, I just wanted to die. For a solution to freedom from immortality is because I just wanted to die. I didn't want to be stuck in this misery of eternal life and torture anymore. But that's because I didn't realize I'd been causing it myself. I just wanted to die. I didn't want to be stuck in this misery of eternal life and torture anymore. But that's because I didn't realize I'd been causing it myself. Only I just wanted to die. I didn't want to be stuck in this misery of eternal life and torture anymore. But that's because I didn't realize I'd been causing it myself. Only after you showed concern and care for me in a journey for something truly important to me, even if the end result may be impossible to obtain, did I realize that even immortals have ones of their kind that care for them. That there is came out nearly made Drusilla's emotions break. I'm sorry. You can leave me behind if you want. I'm an idiot for ever thinking you'd see me as something more. You are a succubus after all. You've got a job to do and priorities. Go live them to the fullest. I understand. Okay, I think we got something. But I want to check from the beginning just how snappy it is. In one of the most constantly lively cities in the world, the subway tunnel that Drusilla and Damon needed to enter was dead upon arrival. It wasn't a problem for them, seeing that they wanted to enter this secret entrance to the catacombs with no trouble, and after trekking about a mile down the main track line, they came to it. Off the left side of the tracks was a hidden metal door with a single padlock on it, an obstacle that proved no challenge for Drusilla, crushing it to dust with a single grip of her right hand. To mortals, the entrance would have seemed like a casual opening to a room only maintenance workers could enter, but with Drusilla now holding all knowledge of the entrance and proper directions throughout the labyrinth of tunnels, there was no second guessing it. Upon opening the door, an eerie feeling and atmosphere started to plague Damon's senses. A heaviness that made him feel like lead blocks were stacked on his shoulders and only got worse as he walked deeper into the darkness. Drusilla noticed Damon's struggle, stopping and igniting a medium-sized flame in the palm of one of her hands for light. Loslime? She asked with concern. Damon grunted, eventually meeting his gaze with Drusilla's. Ugh, something doesn't want us here. He said, okay, I think we've got something that's gonna work. I think this might work. If I don't survive the end ritual, she gestured. Okay. Low slime. Yeah, we'll just do the second one. Damon nodded as confirmation, and the two proceeded deeper into the depths of underground NYC. Their trek seemed to go on for eternity, and the deeper they seemed to go, the harder it seemed to breathe. Nothing critical or even alarming to an immortal, but it frowned and grunted in annoyance at Damon's unintended rudeness. Oh, God damn it! I forgot you could hear my thoughts. Drusilla Lime? Drusilla objected. Oh, God damn it! I forgot you could hear my thoughts. Damon exclaimed.
Okay. Anything else that I want to check? Like any specific lines? Like, what's this?
Drusilla Lime? If we want this to really be true, we can't lie to one another, and the form you currently hold isn't the real Drusilla. I want to experience love with your true form, and Blay? No. You're beautiful.
I think that will work. I think that is gonna work right there. Thank God. Because I'm tired. Alright. I think that is gonna do her. Fully clean. Holy crap. Yeah, it was definitely higher than the others. 1,193 bars. Holy shit. Yep. Okay, I think that... Yep, I think that's gonna do her. The noise gate, anyway. So now I just have to wait for Lois's lines, and I have to, then I have to combine them, and one step at a time. Yeah. So we've got the lines to add still, and then, so we'll take that one at a time depending on how long it takes. Well, excuse me. And then we will, then we'll add the EQ. And that's it. And then we're just gonna do the end mix and all that shit. I don't plan to go full blown with like the mix or anything like that, like sound effects and all that crap. I just plan to maybe add some specific sounds or music tracks that are, well, I don't know if I can add music to this, but certain sound effects or something like that that will make it kind of atmospheric, I guess you could say. How long did that take us? If I had to take a wild guess, maybe 3.5 hours. That was close. 3 hours and 20 minutes, basically. Oh, I'm ready for bed. Oh, Sparrow, you're lazy. Need to keep an eye on my emails. I need to get this stupid payment situation fixed, because that's a problem. So my fucking hell. Oh. Don't I have a Pepsi in here? Yeah, I do. Ow, pulled my hair. Ouch. Get over here.
I used to love Coca-Cola, but Coca-Cola over the years, and yeah, Pepsi tastes better to me. Coca-Cola tastes processed anymore, even though it is processed. It just tastes bland and disgusting, and ugh. I mean, I'll drink it if I have to drink it, but yeah, it just doesn't have a good flavor like it used to. Well, same with Pepsi. Pepsi, it's kind of like they've shifted places. Like Coca-Cola, then it got bland, and then Pepsi kind of got the Coca-Cola flavor to it, and then, yep. I'm not saying they're exact, but Pepsi just has a better flavor in my opinion. Oh. Ow. The one that sucks is just plain Coke. Disgusting. Okay, I definitely have to check this one because, yeah, longer files tend to be a little bit more tedious, so let's do that. See, my brain's telling me, dude, I'm tired. Well, hang in there, alright? Just hang in there. But yeah, it's always the freaking, like the longer files. Like I had the same problem with Day Zero. If I remember right, I think for Day Zero I had to like render the like the background mix and the audio mix, or the main audio separately, and then I had to take them into Audacity and mix them together. Bit of a bitch, but you know what? Welcome to my life. Let's see. Fully clean. Right there. Ow. Yeah, and it could be a country thing. Like, for me, Pepsi just tastes better. If you're referring to that still. Coca-Cola just does not have a good taste anymore. It's bland and just ugh. Okay, we need to zoom out a little bit. No, not that thing. Whatever that thing does. I still don't know what that thing does. Alright, let's see if it just looks the same. No! No! Fuck off. Looks fine. Just need to check this. Just make sure nothing got fucking corrupted. Nope, looks like everything's fine. Fucking thank you. Okay, so now I need to go into Chrome. Oh yeah, and on top of the Chrome situation, it's probably another reason why I'm so fucking tired. So we need to go to Mediafire and upload that bitch. Oh yeah, that's right, I had to freaking wipe my web history. So, yeah, fun stuff. Not really. Does that mean I gotta log into my Twitter again? Hopefully not. Is my password even still the same? I wonder if it is. I think it is. Okay, you're reconnected. No, piss off. Alright. Fully clean. There it is. Okay. Fun, 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 fun. I just knew this part was going to be a bitch. Just like I know that part 3, too, the Halloween special, is gonna suck. It's gonna be another one of these kinds of days. Hopefully not, but... yeah, I think if what happened at first wouldn't have happened, I think the stream would have been a lot more active. But yeah, when you're trying to fight against stupid applications that don't want to work, it's kind of annoying. What? It says red. Okay, I don't know what red means. Oh my god, my internet speed. Okay, you know what, I'm tired of dealing with this crap, so I'm just going to end the stream immediately.